Winston, you're filthy, buddy. You're filthy again, still.
Yep, need to do some brushing.
Yeah.
It's a daily, almost hourly.
I was just going to say, it's almost hourly.
It's an hourly task, is to keep Winston clean.
He doesn't seem to care.
He doesn't.
I don't mind the dirties. I'm going to adjust this. Do you have a day off?
No,
Are you working?
I'm working.
Oh.
It's not my 980.
All right. I think I'm going to rest today because I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm physically and mentally and emotionally exhausted. like I want. So yesterday I went over to the Hollar Homestead and helped Ben and his brother-in-law process their 3 sheep that they got recently. So I wanted to learn how to. Hi, chickies. Everybody's getting along finally?
Yep. I came out last night and they were all perched. Every single one was perched. The barn yard mix was on this side.
Oh. So
the big girls can get up.
Oh, good.
Yep. And then all 9 of these guys, I think 9.
I need to get the hardware cloth on here.
Were on their taller roost.
Nice.
And
You don't say.
2 were on the right, or on this side, and everyone else was on that side. Aw, that's so cute.
Nice try. Try again. You show them.
You show them how it's done.
That's too funny.
It's like,
Yeah.
He's like, I don't like it.
So it was a 2.5 hour drive to get there. Didn't start processing. Well, when I got there, they had some dinner, or we had dinner. I had dinner with them, which was good. And then at 6 o'clock, we started the processing activity, and we got done at 9. So each one of us, so there was 3 sheep. So Ben, his brother-in-law, and myself, we each took 1 sheep, and we did it from start to finish. But I had never done, like, I've processed chickens and pigs, but I've never, other than a chicken, I haven't done anything from start to finish. So.
Oh no.
Oh boy. So that was a learning experience. And you can grab it, or?
Just.
Yep. So that was just, all of the trying to keep up with the other 2 who have processed many animals. Ben's like, oh, it's easy. It's like a deer. I'm like, well, I've never processed a deer, so okay. So that process was just a learning process, and there was a lot to it. So emotionally a lot to it, because you're getting very, very close. Like, the dispatching process is a lot more personally involved than it is with like a pig.
Yeah.
Because there's no gun involved. But then there's also the social aspect. Like, I like to hang out with friends, but I'm so introverted and socially anxious that just takes a huge toll for me. And then of course the physical aspect of 5 hours of driving with the 3 hours of processing. Didn't get home until what, midnight or so last night. So I'm exhausted today. That's one nasty looking pond.
I love how green and beautiful the grass looks though. Like the grass down there looks amazing. I wish the grass looked like that on this whole area.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, at least it's this area. It's like we took everything down and all the noxious and weeds we didn't want came back up.
Yep.
We're not against weeds. We know weeds are fine. We're just against the ones that our animals can't eat. But very interesting. I'm going to put this little guy over here and hope he...
We'll eventually get this place correct. Like, it'll be interesting to see what the garden area does after we, garden in it this
spring.
spring, summer, and fall, to see what kind of weeds and stuff come back, if it's more of the same or if it's a different type or what, because it should have a better pH balance and should have better nutrients to it. So these weeds that like the really
Acidic.
Yeah. Is acidic high pH? I think it's a high pH.
Yeah, I just know alkaline and acidic. I don't remember which way they go.
Yeah, I don't either. So it'll be interesting to see what the difference is, but where's Levi?
I don't know.
So
I don't
weird.
know where Levi went. He went off somewhere. But
I don't know where we're going. I'm just kind of randomly walking.
okay.
I think the dogs are fine with that.
Yeah. They're exploring. They enjoy it.
Oh, that fell.
Yeah, that fell recently.
What kind of tree is this? It's not an oak tree. I wonder what that is. I'll have to find a leaf and identify it.
Yeah, it's a very large tree.
It's a very large tree.
Yeah, there's some really nice, this is our largest growth right here.
Right in the front.
And then a couple back by the creek, but outside of that, it's mostly these. But it's so unfortunate that one's completely dead.
I know.
That's just a issue waiting to happen that we need to figure out because that's such a big tree. Whew.
What does that smell?
Something's dead back here.
Okay, grody. This will be interesting to get all repaired and stuff before
There's Levi.
we potentially use it for chickens.
Hi, buddy. Did you find us? He found us.
It's a very soft
Yeah,
over here.
it is.
Yeah, there's something.
The dogs are trying to figure out where it is. It might be something inside the... But yeah.
I thought maybe I was gonna start cleaning the farmhouse today, but I don't think I'm going to.
I'll believe it when I see it if you just sit and relax all day.
Well, relax is a different, yeah, relaxing isn't really,
It's not in your DNA.
I don't know if I'm capable of relaxing, but I'm certainly capable of sitting and doing nothing. But it's not relaxing to me. It's definitely not relaxing.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the day plays out.
Yeah, I've got a pretty chill day at work. Not anything too terribly crazy. I just have to finish something. And the one thing that I have to finish isn't a job requirement. It's something that I want to do. So it's a proposal that I'm putting together, a suggestion of how I think we can have a better strategy moving forward. So
Oh, nice.
it'll be exciting to be able to pitch that to leadership and see what they say. If they think I'm crazy,
Nice.
or if they agree. I'm fine either way.
Or a little bit of both.
You know, that's
They're like, this is a crazy idea, Katie, but we love it.
I love it. Watch out, you're walking through
Oh, yeah.
spider web.
Look at that.
It is that time of year where
Yes, it is.
you kind of have to start walking like this,
Bring a
or bring a stick.
spider web stick with you.
Yep. I mean, it's better than the house.
Yeah, that cobweb scene was crazy in the house.
Yeah, a lot of people ask why we didn't just take a broom and knock them all down. I mean, to be honest, why disrupt them if we're not planning to do anything right now? I've never been bothered by spiders. It's never, ever been something I've been scared of. Mice, rats, snakes, spiders don't bother me at all. Never have. I don't mind lizards. I've just always been that way. And so I'm very much of the opinion of we're going into their habitat right now. They've lived there. They're not doing any harm. They're not damaging anything.
Yeah.
So I didn't I mean, except for where we walked through it, I don't want to walk through and have spider webs all over me to that extent. But
Right.
outside of that, just leave them be until we're ready and we know we're going to go in there to do something.
I just stayed down low. I just crouched the entire time and just stayed low. I just stayed out of it as much as I could.
It's so funny. It's like the grass is so long, you can barely see the doggies. But this area here, we're not really sure. It really probably depends on what we plan on doing with this old house. And most likely we'll clean it up and only leave a few trees.
Silvopasture type stuff.
Yeah,
again.
a little bit of silvopasture. I'm not big on getting rid of all trees and just having 100% pastures. I love trees so much, and I think you do too.
Yeah.
And they create a lot of benefits as well. So, plus, again, we don't want to just, animals have. Oh yeah, that was a big spider rope you just walked through. Animals are living here and creating it. Yeah.
T-post.
Yeah, T-post it's probably where it would have hooked up there, babe,
Yeah.
because that's where the fence is.
Yeah, so this would have been the area for the animals,
Yeah.
the pasture, because the barn's just right up there.
Yeah, the barn's up there, and then they would have kept them out of the well in the house. We're curious, like, if they would have had a garden, where their garden plot would have been, or this could have been fenced off for a garden, but we haven't seen any signs of a garden. And I know a lot of people have asked, are we seeing wild strawberries growing? Have we found any asparagus or any types of things? We found asparagus kind of by the road.
Yeah, it was on the
Outside of the fence.
outside of the fence on the main road, and it was just a few stalks here and there. There weren't big clumpings of it. It was just like one stalk.
Yeah.
2 or 3 feet, another stalk. 2 or 3 feet, another stalk.
And that's like the big ones that shoot up, and not the actual asparagus stalks.
Yeah.
So that's all we've seen, and we saw no signs of actual asparagus coming up, but we identified it and we know it's asparagus. So that's interesting, but we don't have a lot of wild strawberries here.
We saw I think we saw wild strawberry just over here by the shed that we were at last year,
yeah.
But it was a pretty small grouping of it.
People have also asked a lot about snakes. Do we have snakes? Do we see snakes? Yes. We have snakes.
I haven't seen a lot of snakes out so far.
We see them around the house.
We see in the crawl space, there's usually some black snakes. There haven't been for a couple months now since we had the chicks inside the house.
Yeah.
I went downstairs and I cleared out. There was 2 in there, and I took them
past the
creek, and nothing's been back.
Surprisingly, we thought they'd come back, but for whatever reason, they haven't.
Yeah, I don't necessarily mind having them there because they would keep the
copperheads.
The copperheads away. They'd keep the mice away. They're beneficial. I don't mind them, but they do.
As long as they're not eating our chickens.
Baby chicks, and they do eat the eggs. So there is that.
We can spare an egg every now and again.
We can definitely spare quite a few eggs. Every single day we can spare a lot of eggs. But
yeah, we don't want to lose the chicks. That's just not okay. We have our Lucky's siblings, our Lucky's kids, our first rooster. They had an issue where a snake was in their coop twice last year when they were little, and they still to this day will not go in the coop.
Oh, that's right.
They will not go in the coop.
Yeah.
They still perch in a tree a year later.
Yep.
Rain
or shine.
It doesn't matter. They will not. We put them in the coop. They will not stay in it. They won't lay their eggs in the coop. They don't. Nothing.
That's funny.
Oh, did you? Wow.
I know. This just needs to be bulldozed.
Yeah, it just needs to come down or burnt down.
There is no value here.
I don't even. I think somebody was like, "Well, what about the roof?" If you were to look on top of the roof, it is covered with layers of dirt.
Let's see if I can get over
and vegetation. So we're not even sure if the metal roof has any integrity left in it either.
Well, it's a good growing medium, apparently.
Put a garden up there.
Yeah. Lots of topsoil up there.
There's your new garden spot.
That's right. Yeah, that was our garden spot. They had a rooftop garden, babe. Yeah. So, we never did figure out what that was in the garage. That wheel.
Oh yeah, I don't know what
that
was.
Took a picture with my phone and zoomed in the episode we did on the Kraemer life.
Yeah, I don't know.
No idea what that thing is.
We'll have to get in there. We can probably get in there from the back side. Yeah, there's metal and... Oh,
Yeah, what is that? Oh,
that's like a hoe blade.
There's an evidence of some gardening for you, babe.
Yep, it's a hoe. Very, very, very damaged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Move that so.
Yep.
Oh, Winston's slurry is ready. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
should be hopefully a relaxing day. We'll see. I do have a little bit of editing to do, but not much. I'm hoping to release another Kraemer Life video today. So, we'll see.
Any plans for the weekend? I think it's supposed to storm today pretty bad. So it's definitely...
I think from 2 to 5 it's supposed to be just thunderstorms.
Yeah.
Tomorrow and Sunday it's supposed to be like off and on showers kind of thing, 40-50% type chance of showers throughout the days. So I don't know, I want to get the landscaping done.
Yeah.
I really want to finish up the French drain and get the rocks spread, and I think you talked about doing raised gardens in the front, so get that done so I can then refocus on the house. But I don't know, we'll see what the weekend has to offer. Is that a lantern? A spotted lantern fly?
Oh.
So apparently there's a huge invasion of a spotted lanternfly all over the United States. And the orders are, if you see it, just kill it.
Interesting.
Ah, another spider web.
Yeah, and we need to get the garden going because we waited until historically when the last frost would be, but I think we're going to be a little late getting things in the ground, but that's okay. We just didn't want to, we have some crazy last frosts and it gets really cold here. Oh.
Little peepers. They're shy. We should get a lot of peepers in there because there was tons of tadpoles. I think that's what they were. So. Yeah, we're probably safe to start planting now.
Yeah.
But we need to get a fence around the garden area and figure out what our water source is going to be.
Yep. Besides the rain.
Yeah, besides the rain, yeah.
Awesome.
Fun times.
So much to do. I think we can call it.
Okay.
We're just gonna do.
All right. Well, I guess we're going to call it. So we'll see you on Monday, and hopefully I'm a little bit more relaxed and rejuvenated. We'll see.
Have a fabulous weekend, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.